Bills Mafia Happy Hour, baby. 5:30, May 25th on a Thursday. I hope everybody had a great day at work. I hope everybody was productive and is kicking back and is waiting for Friday, one of the best days of the week. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, this Bills Mafia Happy Hour thing is going to be a daily thing Monday through Friday, 9 times out of 10 at 5:30 p.m. EST. Tomorrow is going to be at 4:30, but I will give you plenty of time to see what's going on in that department. Y'all, what is up? I'm seeing some takes, some absolute takes in the live chat already. Cody comes in starting hot, saying, "Don't hate me, Dan, but I'm okay with including Davis in a trade for DeAndre Hopkins." I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. If Arizona would take that, and if DeAndre Hopkins was open to like taking a pay cut in hopes of potentially competing for a Super Bowl this year, I'm absolutely game for that. But that's like the whole theme of this happy hour. These happy hours are really controlled by y'all. This is just sort of a suggested topic, but Gabe Davis, 1,000%, is one of the players that we need to step up this year. We needed him to step up last year. Unfortunately, it didn't necessarily happen the way that we wanted it to. But if Arizona would take that 110%, I think that they would entertain it because, number one, that organization has a brand new head coach. It's a dumpster fire. If you've read anything about how that organization is ran, like they charge their players for like lunches that they get at the facility, like waters and stuff. It's a cluster. That, and they have the most overrated quarterback in the league, but I digress. But I mean, I could definitely take that. Mike Green, he's sweetening the pot. And he's getting a bit more in for the potential D-Hop trade. He said, "I'd trade Davis Oliver and pick up D-Hop and Isaiah Simmons." That would be ideal. That would be absolutely ideal. I would be interested to see how Bean would be able to structure up like the finances in order to make that happen. But I don't think anybody in their right mind, Bills Mafia or NFL fans, would look at that deal and be like, "Damn, that's not fair at all." I think it would be pretty fair, especially since D-Hop doesn't seem to want anything to do with Arizona at this time. Damn, bro, everyone's hopping in here, baby. Everyone's hopping in here, throwing in that 2 cents. That 2 cents when it comes down to potentially getting DeAndre Hopkins and trading Gabe Davis and perhaps even Oliver for it. I like the Oliver Davis trade for D-Hop plus Isaiah Simmons. I feel like that would work great in our system. So do I. But the question is like, would they take it? I mean, brand new head coach over in Arizona. I mean, that would be sweet for the Buffalo Bills. You would assume that they would probably want like a pick too, right? Especially for D-Hop and Isaiah Simmons, because both of those players are absolutely filthy. And Oliver's unproven. And then also Gabe Davis is hot and cold. So we'll see. Looks like you made a believer out of Cody. Mike Green saying that they have 10 picks next year. So throw in 1 or 2 with those 2 guys and make it happen. Solves the linebacker problem. And it also solves us not having 2 wide receiver number 1s. I definitely agree. I don't think our linebacker problem is as bad as everyone is making it out to be. I think that, yes, there's going to be a step back, but I don't think it's significant enough for us to be like running around thinking that it's a massive hole. But Isaiah Simmons right to this team, I would even say that would be an improvement from Edmonds. I feel like that would even be an improvement from Edmonds, excuse me. So, Michael, Browns fan, what's going on, man? What's up, brother? Hope all is well. J. Coe is coming in saying, "Dan, Trey White is looking good in OTAs." He without a doubt is, from the reports that I have been reading. And in fact, that was the second player that I wanted to touch base on who I think really needs to step up this season, because I feel like everybody has completely forgotten that he's existed, and that's including Bills fans. Last year, I know that he slowly but surely started getting back into the pace of things, But it's not like that this dude is coming off of his third ACL injury. He's still young. He's still got a shit ton of gas in the tank. But we need him to go back to damn Pro Bowl, all pro form Trey White next year so we can really solidify our secondary. I personally think that our secondary is still going to be like top 3 in the league next year if Trey White can, I would say, even be 80 to 85% of what he was in the past. If he can do that with Micah Hyde and Poyer, and then also with Kyer Elam, so being on the opposite side, or Christian Benford, whoever is going to be getting the majority of the snaps. We know how him and then Sean McDermott apparently weren't seeing eye to eye as far as starting time was concerned. And Taron Johnson, that's a filthy secondary right there. That's a filthy secondary if Trey White can return to that form. Something I really, really, really want to see. Delusional Patriots fan, dude, a regular dude, my guy, a regular to all of my streams, Dalton Mafia Live, which is my NFL show Monday through Friday, and then even Bills Mafia Happy Hour still comes in. What's up, brother? Hope all is well. I'm sorry to hear about your Patriots getting caught cheating once again. I have no idea what they did. It was some sort of an illegal meeting, something that's definitely on character for Bill Belichick. But once again, man, those damn Patriots, man. And so they were probably like trying to scheme up a way to like plant some cameras at St. John Fisher for training camp coming up in July. Let me see what we got. We got KO Production saying Simmons hasn't had much production since he was drafted. Plus, having a flex player would be amazing. Yeah, most definitely. Like, I mean, sometimes when it comes down into any player, sometimes they're just in the wrong system. I definitely liked what I saw from him in college. Say, for example, that Sean McDermott can like turn him around because that's his bread and butter. He loves secondary. He loves linebackers. Think of back when he was in Carolina, rocking with Luke Kuechly. I feel like he would be able to get the most out of Isaiah Simmons if that were to be a potential package. Say that you guys are just joining us. We are discussing players that need to step up, and everybody saw the Gabe Davis like icon on my thumbnail, and they were like, bro, I would love to trade Gabe Davis and Ed Oliver for DeAndre Hopkins and Isaiah Simmons and a pick or two. Make it happen. So that's how we started getting in on that conversation. I would be completely fine with it. In fact, I would be more than fine with it. I would be celebrating it. No questions. I would be celebrating if that trade package were to be able to be put together at the end of the day. But we will see. What's up, Jersey Dolphins? Hope all is well. So we got a couple of people in this live chat right now saying that we need Pro Bowl Trey back. I feel like that's the case, man. That's definitely the case. All right. We got Osiris Stewart coming in. What's up, man? It's a new name in the chat. It's a new name. Welcome to Bills Mafia Happy Hour. In fact, dude, I said this yesterday. I need to switch up the background. In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch up the background right now so we got everything. Let me go ahead and pump this up. And so I hate to be OCD here, but we gotta fix this here. I'm going to make this going on right here. Right fast. Make it a bit more happy hour feeling. Happy hour right there, baby. Bills Mafia Happy Hour. That's good. It's exactly how you knock it out. But anyway, so Jets got better, Dolphins got better, Ravens got better. But we got, for J.A. Rocky, still no help for Josh Allen. I wouldn't call him just a rookie, my friend. I think that Dalton Kincaid is about to be the very first tight end ever to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. I really do, man. I mean, if you look at I understand that it takes a little bit of time for a rookie to like really get full speed into the NFL. But this man was putting up big boy numbers at his college. Like one game, he like had like 200 something receiving yards against the Trojans. He was literally the go-to target in Utah. He's an absolute threat. I didn't really see many linebackers that were able to cover this guy. He's fast, great route runner. I have a feeling that is a slept-on pickup from Brandon Beane, and I celebrate him for picking him up and making that move. I'm not upset about it at all. I think with him being a threat, And so if he can even be somewhat productive, if he can live up to 60% of his potential this year, that's going to be enough for defenses to have to plan around him, where they're going to have to draw off some of those double teams from Stephon Diggs. And as far as the Ravens, man, like what, like OBJ? Like, dude has no knees, bro. He has no knees, man. Like, it's like his third ACL injury. He's washed. He's terrible. Not that good. And then Zay Flowers, he's like 5'6". So I wouldn't say that the Ravens got better. I think that they're still a good team, but I wouldn't say anything like that. The Dolphins, they still have Tua, right? Like, they still have Tua. That is something that we should feel very confident with. He had a camera on his helmet today. Dude had a camera on his helmet today. That means that, and the only time you ever see a quarterback with a camera during any sort of practice on their helmet, that means that A, they struggle with their progressions, which Tua does. Michael is coming on in. Browns, Bills, and Finns are probably going to have the better secondaries in the NFL. I can see that. And the Jets, bro. Yeah, the Jets too. Dude. And so the Jets have the best corners in the league. Like, the best corner duo, I would say. As of now, this is preseason. Like, hopefully the Bills are up there. Hopefully Kyer absolutely blows up. I would be happy. But Sauce and DJ Reed are ill. Absolutely ill. They upgraded the offensive line with getting Torrance. Yeah, most definitely. And then one more pass catcher. And then we also ended up getting Damian Harris. Like, dude, like, Damian Harris, if that guy can stay healthy, that guy's going to put up 1,000 yards for us this year. With Osiris Torrance being a great run blocker as well. Oh, yeah, dude. Like, I mean, and so I respectfully disagree. I think that we got better in several facets of the game. Offensive line, and then also run game. Latavius Murray and Damian Harris are absolute studs. And then hopefully that means that we can start using James Cook at his strength point, which is being a weapon in the pass game. Hamlin is doing well in OTAs at the moment. Yeah, I saw that. I think that that's always something that's heartwarming. You never would have thought that Damar Hamlin was going to be able to make it back out there. I'm not entirely sure how much of an impact he would make. Say that he is like full go, like during week 1. I still feel like that we have some depth issues in the safety position. I'm still hoping that we can transfer Benford. Over to the safety position and then make that happen. Holy hell, man, dude. Thank you, Cordero. It's been a long time since I've seen you in this chat, dude. That was so generous. I really, really appreciate that. We got Cordero coming in, $50 super chat. Thank you so much, man. You were the absolute man. F that. All AFC East teams still got to go through us. That's the energy that I need to see right there, Cordero. Thank you so much once again. We are the AFC East division champions. Until they dethrone us, they all suck. Go Bills. That's that energies. That's the energy that we need right then and there. And like, I mean, I would have to agree with you. And so, like, I mean, I would have to agree with you, man. You have to look at it. And so the Jets got better with Aaron Rodgers, obviously. But if there's any sign that you can go out there when you see Aaron Rodgers legitimately strain a calf first 5 minutes of any sort of organized practice, I'm not saying that ruined his season and it's going to be over. He's out for the season or anything like that at all. But that's not a good sign. And like, that's a sign. And so that's a sign as well. And so that's a sign that he's getting older. His body's starting to deteriorate. He's 39 years old. So the question is, can Rodgers stay healthy? And you know that the Jets have a very difficult time keeping their players healthy. They're probably one of the most unluckiest teams in the league for keeping players healthy. I'm not sure if it's training staff. I'm not sure if it is field conditions out in their training facility, but they just can't keep players healthy to save their damn lives. They really, really can't. So I'm going to have to agree with Cordero right here. I really am. I think that the Bills are still the team in the AFC East. The Bills are still the team in the AFC. Say that when it comes down into the Chiefs and the Bengals and the Buffalo Bills, I would say the Buffalo Bills got better. I'm not going to tell you that the Chiefs got better. I would almost say that the Chiefs got worse because their offensive line is suspect. The weapons that they have in the wide receiver room are suspect. The running backs are suspect. The Chiefs got worse this year. They're still a great team. Don't quote me from saying this, but they got worse. The Bengals lost essentially their entire secondary. So their secondary, which dominated last year, they're gone. I think the Bengals got worse, like on the defensive side of the ball. I think that Brandon Beane did a wonderful job. And so I think that Brandon Beane did a wonderful job putting all of this together. And I think out of all the major contenders in the AFC, the Buffalo Bills got better. The Bengals did not. I think the Bengals regressed from a roster perspective, and so did the Chiefs. Still very good teams, and those matchups are going to go one way or the other. But as far as the competition of who got better, I'm picking the Bills on that. And then I think the Jets in Miami really need to get something approved. Cordero, thank you so much for that super chat, man. Really helps the channel go a long way. I love that. Linda, what's going on? And DeAndre Hardy was looking strong. I saw that Josh Allen had nothing but great things to say about him. I'm very excited about him. I'm very excited about Sherfield as well. I know that Dolphins fans just think about that one drop touchdown pass he had during week 3, but really excited to see what he's going to bring to this offense. I think that he's going to sort of be like the new Isaiah McKenzie. He's going to be filling in some sort of that role as well. But I am absolutely thrilled. Absolutely thrilled when it comes down to it. And guys, make sure once you come in, make sure you smash that like button for me. It takes about less than a second. Always a good thing. Mike Green, if Dorsey can figure out how to use the run game, Cook will go off along with Harris. Yeah. I entirely agree with you, man. I think it was twofold for the reason why Dorsey didn't utilize the run game too much, because I feel like he just didn't have faith in personnel. I feel like he simply just didn't have faith in the personnel, both offensive line-wise and also the running back sort of category by itself. Because as far as true size and power for our running backs for the past couple of years, we really didn't have anybody. I think that Dorsey was almost concerned that we didn't have the personnel to effectively run it, hence why he had to rely on the pass so much. It wasn't because he hates the run. It was more so hey, we have James Cook. He's not the thickest wide receiver on the face of the planet. And we have Devin Singletary. He's 5'7", 5'8", not the strongest receiver that we have. So I think he was just skeptical of the personnel. There's no excuse now with Damian Harris, who's a damn truck, and then Latavius Murray, obviously, who's a truck as well. So I am fully anticipating that we are finally going to see a Buffalo Bills run game this year. I really am. For the love of God, run the damn ball. Run the damn ball for the love of God. John Brown's coming in. Dan, as a football content creator, have you heard about Tom Grassi? If so, have you heard about him coming to every stadium? John Brown, funny you say that. Yes, I have heard of Tom Grassi. I'm not going to spoil anything. I am not going to spoil anything, but yes, he is going to Bills Stadium, indeed. But yes, I have. I'm a big fan of Tom Grassi. Big fan of Tom Grassi. And I know that it's going to be at the 4th. I think people forget we got Mr. January. Dang it. Yeah, of course we got Mr. January, baby. No one can forget about that. It's our year. Go Bills. That's what I'm talking about, Linda. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, the 30 for 30 is going to be huge for Tom Grassi. It definitely is, man. I've always loved his content. Have always loved his content. I started my channel a little bit ago. Well, no, actually, in 2019, I started doing Bills content. And actually, he was one of my inspirations. Him and then Brandon Perna as well. That's Good Sports. I saw both of those. I think that I ended up seeing one of their videos after I made 2 or 3 Bills videos. And I was like, oh, damn, this is how you do it. And it just sort of kept me going. So I was like, damn, dude, these guys can really get into this. They can make a career out of this. And it was just an inspiration. And they do a great job. And they do an absolute great job. I have no qualms against it. Garrett's coming in. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate the donation here. Garrett, hope all is well. McDermott is a wee bit over his head in the in the dual role, in my opinion. I really hope he's not. I really hope he's not. I saw some interview. I think he was talking to McAfee or something. And so the other day, and he was like, yeah, like I'm like really excited because I really wasn't in like the thickness of everything of like sort of play calling. But honestly, at this point, from what I have seen from Frazier the past couple of years, specifically in the playoffs, I would much rather have an overwhelmed Sean McDermott than a Leslie Frazier this year. 110%. Just mix it up for me. Mix it up for me. I want to see a bit more aggression. I want to see a bit more trust in your all-pro secondary. And just get rid of that damn whack-ass zone that they just continuously run. It's so frustrating every single time. KO Productions. I'm so surprised that Ezekiel Elliott hasn't signed with anybody. I wouldn't be surprised if that man doesn't get signed until training camp or maybe even during the season after a couple of weeks. I just don't think he's that guy anymore, you know? It's sad. I thought he was super promising, but soon as when he got the bag, he just went completely downhill. So my buddy's a Cowboys fan. He says the exact same thing all the time. But Garrett, once again, man, thank you so much for the donation. Super, super cool of you. Nick C, is TD getting a Bills tattoo after the Bills sweep the Dolphins? No, dude, I got to switch up the bets. And so I got to switch up the bets for me and TD. That one year when we swept the Dolphins, he had to wear that Bills shirt during his stream. Last year, I had way too many beers one night, and I said, TD, if the Dolphins sweep the Bills, I will get a Dolphins tattoo on my ass. And we scraped by, which was nice. Won that second game. I'm glad I didn't have to get a Dolphins tattoo on my ass. This year, we're going to have to get a different bet. Me and Richie actually have a bet coming up because the AFC East roundtable, we're like throwing together this massive package for Monday Night Football. So essentially we're giving, in fact, and so I'll go ahead and just pull it up right now. I actually have all the information in this right here, but yeah. So we're actually holding our very first AFC East roundtable event where we're providing you with tickets to the game, Bills and Jets, sitting next to me, TD, Richie, and Tyson. And then right before that, giant tailgate party. We rented out this entire upstairs of a bar called Red Sports Bar. Like you can see MetLife from there. It's starting at about like 1 or 2. Open bar, food. We're going to be doing a live show with a bunch of super cool guests that are going to be in attendance as well. And then like a dope ass t-shirt. So like the full package is $260. That's for the ticket and everything like that. And then if you're in the area and you just want to come meet us and hang out at the tailgate party, that's just $75. The link for all that information is right in my description. So if you're interested, just hit that PayPal. Should be an absolutely dope time. Boom. Let me get back into this. Sick. Sports media needs a Bills head. Love it, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Looks like Elliott is not as good as he once was. No. He's not, Mike Green. He's not, man. But, I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, running backs have a short shelf life. Like, not unless your name's Derrick Henry, which I am even under the impression that I think he's going to take a step back. But granted, I've been saying that for the past 4 to 5 years, right? D. Raleigh. And so I'm going to meet him here in L.A. since I live here now. So it should be sick. Watch for a Bills fan. My God. Dude, I had no idea that you were in L.A. That's sick. That's sick, man. I've been to L.A. a couple of times, mostly in San Francisco. And so before I started doing this full time, and so before I started doing like YouTube full time, I was a software guy. So I coded for a while, and then I was also in software sales for a very, very long time. So I spent a lot of time in San Francisco. Zeke took a lot of bad hits. Being a bell cow back puts you through it. Like Todd Gurley. That's like the saddest story in sports. That's the saddest story in, like in football. Like what could have been. Dude killed it his first couple of years. And then those injuries, man, they'll get you. They'll get you. Bills get third place in the division this year. Brad G. Cards coming in, trying to say that we're getting third place in the division. No. But I definitely think that we're going to run away with the division. I think it's going to be close. I think that Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be Bills and Jets first and second, same record, but we just own the tiebreaker. That's my prediction. Like, we're still going to win the division, but I think that there's going to be a tiebreaker between us and the Jets. I really do. And then that's going to propel us to the first seed. And then the Jets, they'll take second. And then I see Miami taking third. I still see them winning double-digit games. And I still see them even might have a possibility of like scraping in on that 7th seed. But the AFC is looking good this year, man. For a while, I was talking about AFC East having 3 teams in the playoffs. But, I mean, I think the AFC North is interesting. I mean, with the Bengals, the Ravens, and the Browns, like, I'm like really high on the Browns this year. It's my boy Michael, who's in the live chat right now. He's a Browns fan. I think that they're not a team to sleep on. I think the Denver Broncos are going to take a step forward. I really think that Sean Payton's going to turn around that offense. The Chargers, they'll kill it in the regular season per usual and probably get blown out in the first round, but they're always a threat as well. So I'm not so sure if I'm on that same page where I think that 3 teams from the AFC East are going to make it this year. I could be wrong. I think that would be super cool. I think that would be super, super damn cool, but I don't know. If Diggs doesn't stop with his disrespect and show up for the team and fans, I'm selling my Diggs jersey and hoping we trade him for D-Hop. Okay, Linda. So I agree with you on half of that statement, right? Normally, I don't care about OTAs, right? Like, normally, I don't care about OTAs. If, like, you have a veteran star player, he doesn't show up, he's still doing his work, that's cool. I get it. Like, it's fine. Past couple of years when Diggs hasn't shown up, haven't cared. But the reason why it rubs me wrong this year, is just because the man went on like a damn media tour talking about, hey, I just don't understand why we can't win. I just don't understand how we do this, how we do that. Basically complaining about how we have had some bad things go on in the playoffs. If you're doing that during the offseason, why aren't you there with your boys putting in that work? Like, I know it's shorts practice. I know it's no pads, but like, if you're going to have that energy, then come to OTAs and grind out with your boys. Help out these younger receivers. Make an example. Be a leader. Von Miller, for example, was there. He wasn't participating at all. His ACL was out there, but he wanted to be a leader for the boys going out there, and Diggs wasn't. So that rubbed me the wrong way. It still does. Let's not trade him. No way. Hell no. He's the best receiver that we have. I think that a trade for Diggs, no. And so a trade for D-Hop would definitely be we would need to give up a hell of a lot less. We would be able to give up like a Gabe Davis, which we started off the stream by talking about. We would be able to get D-Hop for like a Gabe Davis or like an Ed Oliver or maybe both. Like, bring me D-Hop and Diggs. Like, give me both of them. I'll send off Gabe Davis. I'll send off Ed Oliver. Hell, I'll send over a 2nd-round pick next year. Just get that man on this team. But through and through. If only I didn't live in Oregon. Yo, that's dope. I've never been to Oregon before. My West Coast, I've been to Seattle once, San Francisco several times, LA, San Diego. I've never been to Oregon. I heard it's beautiful. I've heard it is beautiful. Todd Gurley just disappeared. He definitely did. Corey the Creator, good to see you, man. Jets are going to crumble to the hype and finish 4th. The Pats are going to surprise at 3. Dolphins 2nd. Bills 1st. Hot take, man. Not a Jets believer. And so you really can't count the Patriots out. I mean, I'm interested to see what Bill O'Brien can do with that offense. But, oh, man. Respectfully, I'm thinking that, and so the Pats are going to be in the basement this year. I'm just really feeling it. Sad story in football was having Bo Jackson's career cut so short. It really was. Man, last night on the AFC East roundtable, I'm not sure if you guys heard about this story, but somebody called in on our show, and he was a Chiefs fan, and he was telling us a story about this player. It was like 40 years ago. He was like a 2nd-year player for the Chiefs, and he died saving 3 children in his 2nd year playing football. I forget his name. I forget his name, but it was, dude, like, he told us that story because, like, I mean, like, he was trying to tell us how he explained to his wife how much he loves the Chiefs and how much he's been around. Like, super cool guy. And like, he was telling us a story about, like, I fell in love with the Chiefs when I heard this story. He was telling us, and apparently 30 something years ago, there was this player that was on the Chiefs his second year, and he passed away trying to save like 3 children. It was, dude, mind blowing, like crazy. I had no idea what it was like. What up? What up? Done 716. Nick C's coming in with some bold takes over here. Brock Purdy wins less than 10 games as a starter throughout the remainder of his career. He's not going to be back at all this year. Maybe Thanksgiving at best. Done 716 saying hit that like button. Absolutely. Absolutely. So looks like KO is talking about that it's a great place. Oregon, definitely going to have to chop it up there, man. Like, I mean, for some reason, I just look at Oregon and I'm thinking like their breweries must be tight. Yeah, like their breweries might be tight. So far, I've seen LA, I've seen Oregon. Where is everybody in the chat located? Super curious about that. Super curious about that. I'm nervous about D-Hop just because what happened with Von Miller. Yeah, man, most definitely. I think that if D-Hop comes, that would be great. He's still up in the air as far as injury, but if he can just stay here, be careful, and then just give us the best, what's left of the gas that he has in the tank, sign me up. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it looks like the Tommy John surgery is like 18-month recovery. Yeah, dude, it's a long time. And Mike Green was talking about Joe Delaney. That was the Chiefs player that I was telling you about. That was the Chiefs player that I was telling you about that passed away. That passed away trying to save those children. Dude, heartwarming story. Heartwarming story, man. Like, I mean, and so that's enough to make a grown man tear up, man. Okay? And so very few things have ever made me tear up in my life. Okay? 13 seconds of anger and shock. That got me close, man. I was very upset about that. But here we are. Joey Sands saying, Uncle Danny, what's up, man? Back at it again, baby. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Hope all is well. Eastern North Carolina. Dude, that's awesome. I'm in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So more than likely not too far away from where you are. Raleigh, perhaps. Something like that. We'll see what's up with that. Ryan, what up?
What's good?
What's up, man? Listen, I'm streaming. I'll be done in like 10, 15 minutes.
Sounds good.
Yo, how was the drive? Was it sick? Terrible?
Sucked,
Did it suck?
the car sick.
I'm excited to go see it. My buddy just bought a G-Wagon. It's fucking sick. I'm excited to go see it. I'm excited to go see my buddy's G-Wagon here in a second. Okay, so we got Eastern North Carolina. Like I said, I'm in the Myrtle Beach area, so more than likely not too far away from you. If you're ever in the dirty Myrtle, hit me up, especially during football season. I typically try and go as much as I can. Vancouver, Canada. Oh, I heard it's beautiful there. I heard it's beautiful over there. Cleveland, Ohio, obviously. Buffalo, New York. Beautiful. North Buffalo. I was born in South Buffalo. Mercy Hospital. I lived on Crystal Street for a little while until I moved to Myrtle Beach. From Louisiana, but I'm in Indy. Sick. Nick C's in Virginia. Awesome. So originally from the Buffalo area. Awesome. Ashland, Oregon. Scott Miller. Right past the California border. Dude, NorCal is awesome. I definitely like that. We got originally from Long Island. Oh, Mike Green, are you still active? And so you still active? That's awesome. That's cool. My brother was in Lejeune a couple years ago, right before he was finished. Morning, Milan West. Yeah, it's gorgeous over here. I used to live in Camp Lejeune. That's awesome. No, yeah, that's awesome. Like I said, my brother, he was there for a little bit. Love these new daily lives, bro. Keep it up. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Port Charlotte, Florida. From East Buffalo, but I live in Durham, North Carolina, man. I love, dude, I love Raleigh and Durham area. It's awesome. And so I'm up there quite a bit. What's that main road that like everyone goes to party in Raleigh called again? No? Crazy. I love it. Sorry, LA, not Louisiana. Okay. Oh, man. Brendan Day. Brendan Day is coming in. What up, Dan? Did you see how jacked AJ Epinesa looks? Yes. In fact, I need that man to pop off. I really need that man to pop off this year. There's no question about it. Last year, 6.5 sacks. Great. I'm not upset about 6.5 sacks. I don't feel like anyone needs to be upset about 6.5 sacks. But yeah, dude, like, I mean, he's definitely hit the weight room. I guarantee you, like, when he ended up going to his locker for OTAs, you probably got that sheet saying that you've been randomly selected for a steroid test. But we'll see how that works out. How many corners and safeties make this roster? Let's take a look. Let's take a look, bro. Depth chart, Buffalo Bills. Let me stream this real fast. Let me throw this up in the screen, bro. Okay. So, Poyer, Hyde, Taylor Rapp, Hamlin, Dean Marlowe will definitely make it. So we'll have 5 safeties. These 2 are going to be casualties. Kyer, Dane, Sear, and Neal will definitely make it. Trey, obviously. Taryn, starting slot, 110%. Christian Benford, who may even be operating as a safety at one point, and then Cam Lewis. I mean, I think that the only corner that's going to be out is Jamarcus Ingram. That's the only one that I'm seeing at this point. That's me. Okay. So is Poona Ford. Dude, he's a stud. He's a stud. I think that he's the Band-Aid. He's the Band-Aid for us not having, like, the best linebackers on the face of the planet. Or into the best middle linebacker, rather. It's like Epinesa showed some shades last year. Looks like a dude who could figure it out. I hope he does. I really hope he does. I think 6 cornerbacks and 4 safeties make the 53. I love it. I definitely love it. And so I like Dean Marlowe specifically. And so I like Dean Marlowe, like, being a sleeper because he has so much familiarity with McDermott's system. I think that's going to be where it goes. Russo is getting 14 sacks. That's wild. Sick. All right, y'all. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in to Bills Mafia Happy Hour. Great conversation. Listen, y'all, like I said, I go live every single Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. EST for my NFL show where I just talk about everything NFL. So make sure you hit those notifications if you're bored, you want to hop in. And then also for Bills Mafia Happy Hour, which tomorrow is going to be at 4:30 p.m. EST, Monday through Thursday, 5:30. So do me a favor, subscribe to this channel, like this video on your way out, and we'll see you tomorrow. Deuces.